Well, hello. I want to welcome my new subscribers. I never really know how to introduce myself every time, but basically, I started this as an indoor garden organic. And right now, we're not exactly organic with our Miracle-Gro. Everything looks really luscious except for this little fella right now at the moment. But it's all due to Miracle-Gro. So until I can get back to using my organic additives, I just can't put that into the title. But what I wanted to show you today, except to check out, he looks like he needs her. She looks like she needs some water. But I'm not quite sure, okay? But that's what this hydrometer is for. So you could see there where it says dry to the left and wet to the right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the soil and see what it says. Yeah, it's definitely on the dry side. Yeah, we're going to put that in some water while we wait, because we're going to do a couple other tests with that one. Oh yeah, let's see what our pH is on our soil, because it'll tell you that as well. This is an indoor gardener's best friend. So see where it says alkaline, and over here it says acidic. It'll tell you what your pH level is in your soil. Mine, yeah, it's over here on the alkaline side. Not too sure what oh, okay, wait a minute. See here? Sorry about that. This is how you change it so it knows what it's gauging. Now I'm going to test the pH of my soil. It's still in the same area. We're going to do the light here in a minute, because I'm going to show you how this gauges how much light your plant is getting. These gauges can be hundreds of dollars. It's called PAR you're looking for. And it has little gauges you put down, and when the light is on, it tells you how much light is actually coming out and how much as it dissipates in the shadow of the light, as I call it, how much it is getting. This one, the last time I checked, is coming out as it's rated at 500 watts. So we're going to check that after the lights come on and see what it registers as. I can almost guarantee it's going to be in the 500 range. You know, sometimes you think you got a feel for these kind of things. You could pick up the plant and kind of gauge whether or not you think it feels light enough. But at this time of year, it being too wet can kill the plant from the mold. And what I'm going to do is do some watering of them while I do this review, so you could see that they'll bounce right back. But I have to be on the safe side. And having one of these, I paid about $14.99 for it. And it gauges 3 different things for me. Now I always wipe it off with an alcohol wipe in between, because I don't want to spread bacteria or well, the molds and mites from one plant to another. Like, they can't just hop on, I know, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm going to include a link for you, but I bought this with my own money. This is my own personal review of this product, and I don't get paid for that. So you don't have to buy it on Amazon. You can buy it anywhere that you can find it. And this is the second one. It's a little microscope. You get them from $6.99 to, oh, probably $14.99 on Amazon. And see, it has a little light. I haven't changed that battery. I have to now. For 5 years I've had this. And I could see it has this little, let me turn that off. I don't know how all these things work for binoculars, but whatever. Okay, and then here you can adjust. I can't really show you what it looks like in there. I wish I could. But this is another best friend for any indoor gardener. You'll be able to tell, other than just looking at the plant or snapshotting it and doing some of these apps where it tells you what's the matter with your plant. When you can look at it and you could see the spider mites, you could see any little mite, you can see any little fungus or mold spore, any little sac that even appears to be an egg sac. So I think these, I think I said $6.99 to $14.99 on Amazon. 2 best friends for an indoor gardener. Yep, and all of my plants seem to be doing rather well. I'm including you in on some of their care this time. Let's see, my anthurium is just about to bloom for me again. This is the one I got from Walmart at the end of the year last year. See how long it took it to bounce back. But it seems to be doing rather well. And its sister plant, see, yeah, this one was in primo shape when I got it. So it doesn't have to bounce back from anything. Can you see that? Beautiful plant. This one I'm not going to water just yet, because actually being in this container, and you have to always check for that, because they retain more water. Don't have a lot of airflow in there. But yeah, every 2 weeks I soak it. I don't leave it in standing water, and it seems to be extremely happy. This is my croton, my firecracker. Yeah. Well, I'm just showing you, it doesn't take a lot to take care of them, especially in these self-watering pots. You can always see what your water level is in there. They always seem to be so vibrant and happy. This one looks like he's getting a little burnt, so he's obviously too close to the light, so we'll just move him probably down on a lower shelf. See, my creeping Charlie is doing well. And I had moved, whoa, I had moved my calancho to where it had a little bit of, it's getting all caught up on my pink princess over here. It's like a jungle in here. See, I wanted it to be more full at the top, and hopefully by the time I do my review next month, it'll start to bloom. That should be really pretty. But that looks really healthy. And that just came off a few sprigs of a cutting of my mother's. And all of the succulents are doing pretty well. I'm just going to basically show you what has made any actual change. Look at Christopher. Oh, this is remarkable. Look at all those blooms. You can't even see him in there anymore. But yeah, that's remarkable to me. And well before Christmas. It's been going all year. The only problem I have with my fern, this is a bird's nest fern, is that I rely too much on the self-watering pot. And it is as dry as a bone. And it's really just this easy. Oops, sorry about that. Ooh. Yeah, I always do it over another plant just in case I overfill it, because it has an overfill. So you can't overfill it. which makes it kind of awkward because it doesn't hold a lot of water. Do you see that? Yeah, that's not a lot of water for it to hold. Let's try that again. I must have been holding it at an angle. And see, I was going to show you, I bought the whole plant and pot for $14.97. And when I went to go buy some pots like this, thinking, the plant itself was worth $14.97. But, you know, when they want $10 for one of these pots, I think that's kind of ridiculous. If someone could help me out on how I could make these on my own, I'm going to try and do that. So you just set the plant in there with the wick. And he'll just wick up the water. See all those new little growths in there? I'll show you an after view of this after they've gotten their water soaked up, because they're all really healthy and happy. It's getting harder for me to fit all this in the screen. That's my tree philodendron, and he's doing very nicely. I didn't really cut him back. I just let him do what he needed to do. He greened back up. Can you see that? Yeah, I guess they just grow, you know, kind of sparse. But I'm happy with him. Yeah, my dilemma, fitting it in the screen there. You know, this is the Swiss cheese monstera I cut. And let me show you the root process here. That's just incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I desperately need a pot to plant this in along with its mother plant so that they could face in the same direction. And because this one here, its leaf is becoming limp, and I think it's because it needs to be in a pot or have more water. I try to keep all the roots. They say if you keep the roots covered, you'll be okay. But you can see that little one right there? Yeah, it just keeps trying to poke its little head up there. And I just keep trying to wrap it back down there because I don't want it to dry out. Now this is my pig's ear, and it actually fell over and broke. Where'd the piece go? See, so I'm going to root that again. I might break it off and make little plants with it, but it actually needs to be outside. So 8 hours of light in here is not going to be enough for it. I'm going to go ahead and take it into my veg room where I have the lights on for 16 hours and off for, what is it, 8? Yep. So I think it'll have a happier time in there. That's where it began anyway. And see, the English ivy is coming back. It all was suffocated in here because it had too many pots. Those little pots I had of Kalanchoe. So what I'm doing is I'm making a bed to bring in my tulips and my calla lily. So I can have all of my bulbs in one bed. And this is where I have my canna as well. Now we'll come back in and check on that hydrometer and see what it says on how much light is coming out of that light. And depending on how much time I have today, I might do it with all of my lights so I could show you. It's I believe it's an indoor gardener's best friend. You can see my little Christmas tree. Aw, see, he's got new growth. All that light there is the new growth. He seems to be happier here, as long as I remember to turn him. But he dries out so quickly. Oh, yeah. But he's my Christmas tree this year. This is my newest baby. He's just kind of hanging out down here for a while because I like to isolate them. He's been sprayed, but he's an orange. Well, kind of an orangish pink. Well, Christopher is very, very pink. This one here, will be more of a reddish pink. It's really pretty, and it's about to bloom again. I know I picked it up from the dollar store the other day. I couldn't help myself. But I think it's going to be very pretty. I haven't named him yet. I did want to show you this right quick here, because this is the tomato that I cut and I've rooted. Woo, look at that. So I wanted to show you that you can leave them in water for a while. If you're not ready to plant them just yet, I'm not ready to plant it just yet. And see, he's doing rather well. Is he getting any? Yeah, if he was getting some flowers, I'd definitely put him in the ground right about now. But I can cut him. Well, not cut him, but I could take all these excess leaves off. Oh, I hope that doesn't fall over. So I could plant him really deep. I could plant him actually, if I take all of these off, I can plant him up to, I'll do it later, because I can end up planting him all the way up to here. So all that will be a root system underneath. And my fairy garden, I guess it's my field of artichokes now. See my little air fern? I just water him about every 2 weeks, not every week, and I saturate him completely. And he seems to be really happy. It's a learning process. Some are happier than others. This is my string of pearls. I know that it needs more water. I've been trying to give it some, but I didn't want to give it too much for the other succulents. I might have to pull this out of here and grow it by itself. And see, never give up, because, can you see that? Let me see. I thought it was dead, but it wasn't. See that little teeny tiny? Can you see that? Life will always find a way. And I've left my light posts in here. This is my 16-hour on room. And they seem to be really happy. And so do the succulents. So I might just go ahead and leave them in here. This is where I'm going to bring in the pig's ear, because I think they need more sun than they were getting out there. Now, I wish I could get you a better shot. I really do, but I'm really cramped on room in here. But that's the little geranium that my mother gave me. Yeah, it's in my extra grow room over here, but it's doing quite well and very healthy. Where see, Mark, not so much. This plant has been sick since I brought it home. It's been about 3 or 4 years now. I can't give up on it, but it's never very healthy. I'm hoping for it. That's all I can really do. This is disappointing. Do you see that? Yeah, I'm not getting 500 out of this light, so some of my diodes must have burnt out. That's interesting. Let's try in our other grow rooms. I didn't have a lot of change to show you this month, other than, well, the tomato plant just keeps on going. I think it looks a lot happier with the jolt of recharge we put on it. See, I got some coming in back here. And I'm judging my light right now. Well, that's not real promising to me. I'm going to have to check that out. But that's how much light is in my fall room, my 12-hour on, 12-hour off room. My cilantro's looking healthy. Well, I just checked in my bedroom, and I'm getting basically about the same output of light as I am in my bloom room, and I'm assuming it's because I have it so low to the ground. But that's really all I had for you today. I just wanted to show you the value of having one, which obviously I'm glad I checked it out, and the microscope as well. I didn't check the pH while I was there. It's hard for me to see when the lights are on. So maybe we can check the pH the next time. Other than that, I didn't really have a lot of change. So you guys have yourselves a lovely day, and I will as well. And I'll talk to you later.